Hello again, everyone on the channel. This is your Oliver, and today in the video we are going to talk about stablecoins. The ongoing discussion about regulation, USDC, USDT, XLM, XRP, etc. So I thought I would give a bit of an overview of the current state of affairs, and then we will first talk about what stablecoins actually are, along with a reminder from me about where the risks lie. A stablecoin has a role in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Stablecoins play a crucial role in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. They aim to provide the speed and security of a blockchain while eliminating the volatility that most cryptocurrencies experience. Originally used mainly for purchasing cryptocurrencies on trading platforms that did not offer fiat currency trading pairs, stablecoins have seen an increase in their acceptance. They are now used in several blockchain-based financial services, such as credit platforms, and can even be used for the payment of goods and services and for tokenization, because that is the future. I am not providing any investment or financial advice here, but when we talk about cryptos and stablecoins tying up a lot of money, we must always remember that they also carry risks. For example, I would like to remind you of some collapsed cryptos that were algorithmic. That's why it is becoming increasingly important to look at what a stablecoin is backed by. And since most stablecoins are US dollar stablecoins, such as USDC and USDT, the real USD from Ripple, which will be released in the near future, but is very much packed with the market leader USDT from Tether and USDC, SOS EOS, with, well, less cash than with government bonds. And there is also the constant reminder that countries can go bankrupt. How strong is the dollar, and how strong will it remain? Let's quickly get back to real USD, because I have a very important warning for you, crypto riders. Fraudulent tokens are back in circulation, and fake RLUSD trading pairs are being created on the XRP ledger DEX. If you have watched my video, you have also come across the golden rule number 8, which states, trust only reputable token issuers in the pools who can demonstrate a proven track record of trustworthiness. I wrote this rule because it is important that they always carefully research the token issuers they see on the deck before trading with tokens. Since the Realist token is not yet available on the open market, any Realist token you encounter today on the XRP ledger DEX is a scam. With an existing explorer, they can quickly verify the issuer and determine if Ripple is the one that issued the Realist token. In 2001, we again see the problems in market regulation. Well, we are glad to be in Europe, Mika. The Americans will be stepping it up a bit more. I have prepared a little something for one of the next videos. Then I will move on to a message I received from a channel member. Matthias sends his regards. He wrote me a few things. Yes, it will never be XRP. It will probably be XLM. Now, I will give you my opinion on this. First of all, I am referring to the report here that he sent me. Fast, affordable, and connected, they meet USDC and EUROC on Stellar. Two of the most trusted digital currencies in the world meet the power of the Stellar network. Banks, fintech companies, and exchanges can now utilize the infrastructure, etc. Okay, USDC is apparently working with Stellar, which has a native coin called XLM. Ripple is now bringing out its RLUSD. The native coin of the XRP ledger is XRP. I have long followed the theory for quite some time that these two projects will encompass a significant portion of the DeFi space in the future. That's exactly what I find so interesting. Stellar with USDC and Ripple with its RLUSD. Tether still has the problem that it cannot be traded at all in America. American banks have been allowed to trade with it since 2017, I believe, or 2018. And we do not know how much is actually backed. But I have already addressed that several times. Now let's move on to an article. Let's briefly stay with Ripple and its stablecoin. The Crypto Basic. According to experts, Ripple is likely to issue a euro stablecoin amid MiCA restrictions. That will also come. It should be noted that Stellar is writing a euro CORC, which is the stablecoin for the euro. We see here that MEGA is continuously progressing, and this has consequences. Is XLM now better than XRP? And now I've prepared something for you. Take a look for yourselves. Here we have the chart of XLM, and I will click on XRP now in case no one notices. So we see here, again, the proof that XLM does exactly the same thing as XRP and vice versa. Both projects are always working on the same track in terms of price performance. Of course, there are a few news items that might cause some divergence, but strangely enough, they really do move in sync. Ask yourselves why. Then let's come back to a discussion in a different way. RLUSD will replace Ripple, and I have prepared a few things and some fresh statements from David Schwartz. But first, differently. People who believe that stablecoins will take on the role of XRP as a bridge asset on the XRP ledger should know that XRP has structural advantages on the XRP ledger, as it is the native asset of the ledger. It was initially designed from the beginning for XRP to be the optimal bridge asset. And he presents an excerpt here and has underlined in red a statement from David Schwartz, Chief Technical Officer of Ripple. XRP has structural advantages on the XRP ledger. Due to features like auto-bridging, as mentioned, it is also used as a bridge currency. This is the core product, or core function of XRP, for cross-border payments and on-demand liquidity. David Schwartz then made a statement specifically on the 8th of October. Only XRP can be used to pay transaction fees on the XRP ledger. So only XRP. Anyone conducting transactions must have XRP to pay these fees. XRP is the only asset that any account can hold, which has no counterparty or jurisdiction and cannot be frozen or reclaimed. XRP has structural advantages on the XRP ledger due to features like auto-bridging. But if a stablecoin can do most of what XRP can do, better than XRP, then XRP will lose to one or more stablecoins, regardless of what happens with the RLUSD. XRP European then asked, will they consider increasing the fees? Are they increasing the minimum amount of 10 XRP required to open a wallet? David's response was, it's not up to me. It's a consensus decision. But I personally have never believed that we should use fees to try to increase the scarcity of XRP. In my opinion, the ledger belongs to those who use it and should serve them, not those who hold XRP for passive profit. However, smart contracts can still lead to an increase in transaction fees. So nothing is being burned, nothing is being reduced, and nothing is being increased. The system operates as it is, and we just have to wait for application. The stablecoins will also do their part. Then Moonlambo reacted to that. For this reason, I was quite excited when I first learned that Ripple plans to launch its own stablecoin. Many people assumed that it was expected that XRP would be abandoned by Ripple. I knew immediately that it wasn't true for many reasons, and from XRP of RLUSD. As long as the stablecoin is actually successful, we also need XRP. I'm sorry, with these hashtags and dollar signs, it's always a bit difficult to get it in order. You know that I try to manage it somewhat. He also writes that he is optimistic that he will be successful. So XRP is simply required for RLUSD, because as David has already mentioned, all transactions are settled with XRP. There are certain applications where it makes sense to use XRP and certain applications where it makes sense to use RLUSD. And that's a good thing. It is fantastic for the XRPL ecosystem. I agree with him on that as well. We have an incredible amount at stake. We see the RLUSD, we are tokenization, we see ODL, we see the migration regulation in Europe, which is relatively strict. In the next video, I'll go over it again, or I'll show it to you right away. Come on, guys. We have the time now, right? I have prepared something here, namely Smoky, or Smoke Dog. Institutional crypto investors demand regulation-compliant service providers. He discusses MiCA here, addressing various topics, and also mentions that MiCA lays the foundation for global crypto regulations, with other jurisdictions likely to follow this example. He then adds that in the USA, regulatory clarity is expected after the elections in November, only to publish the following 4 hours later. An important sign that US crypto regulation is near. The financial community is pushing to find out why the FDIC has halted the development of crypto regulation and has set a deadline for internal communication until October 7th. Well, as we know, most letters hardly have any impact, but I also believe that it will happen by the end of this year. Regulation will come in America, and then we will naturally see what happens with Tether. While Europe has clear regulation in the stablecoin sector, in MiCA, we see that the Americans are preparing. In 2021, Circle has moved its headquarters to New York, while Ripple remains in America, preparing the RLUSD, which will of course be highly compliant. As mentioned, the report from July of this year states that Ripple is also working on a digital European Euro stablecoin. You can, or I assume, folks, I very much assume that this thing will be released and listened to faster than we can all say Harper. Because when the RLUSD is established, the European stablecoin automatically follows. Why? Because MiCA is there, everything is described. And then we will, of course, see. Again, just a reminder about XLM and XRP, together with the stablecoins. I'm in, I will stick with it. It will grab a huge piece of the global DeFi pie. And what do we read in 2001? This week. This is the announcement from SWIFT to test live transactions with digital assets and currencies through the SWIFT system as early as next year. Blockchain remains calm, stays relaxed. Regulatory matters always resolve themselves automatically when things don't move faster. My God, they are politicians, etc. I will not end this video with the usual XRP, why do I hold XRP? But once again, a note about Tim Draper in conversation with Gary Gensler, and this is a tweet from Duncan. Stuart El Doradi. Tim Draper has warned us all, and now I will let this run. I sincerely wish you all the best. Take care and stay healthy, my dear friends. We will see each other in the next video. 2001. Ciao.
The first thing that happens is they try to dismiss it, saying it's nothing. Every new technology that comes along is met with skepticism from the incumbents and the status quo, who all claim it's insignificant. Then all of a sudden, it becomes too big to ignore, and they realize they have to confront it. They band together, saying they won't let this happen, but the technology keeps advancing. Eventually, they resort to lawsuits or seek government intervention. There's also the question of whether they will adopt the technology. I think they might.
No, that's at the end.
They will adopt technology. No, this is the last thing they do. No, it's after.
It's after, right?
It's after the press planning. They plant the press stories. They put out lawsuits. They create as much of a fuss as possible. They try to get their government friends involved, and then they go, oh God, this thing's happening. The first thing that happens